Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? So in the latest episode of Pokemon Sun and Moon, we got treated to an unusually dark turn of events, where Ash and Pikachu actually met a new character named Dia, which many people are suspecting him to be a grown-up version of Red. Some of you might be thinking we already saw a grown-up version of Red in the games, but this one is different, and you'll find out very soon why. Ash and Pikachu met Dia after they were thrown into an alternate universe unsuspectedly while battling Kapu Kokeko, so technically we are in a different world. But even so, there are some very obvious clues they've given us about this new mysterious guy named Dia that matches Red quite well, not so much Ash himself, as you can probably already tell. He's much older than Ash, so him as the Ash counterpart of this universe wouldn't work out so well. But let's take a look at all the clues they've given us, and you tell me at the end if you think Dia is actually Red. Before we even get into the clues they've given us in the actual episode, Japanese netizens immediately made a connection in the name itself. When you flip the word Red backwards, you get DER, which if you convert it back to katakana, it's gonna sound something very similar to Dia. It's not exact, but out of all the names they could have chosen for this man, they chose Dia. And since this is an alternate world after all, it would make perfect sense for an alternate universe Red to have his name spelled backwards, as everything in this world is very different than Ash's home universe. But let's get into the episode itself. So how did Ash meet Dia? After getting transported into this alternate universe, Ash immediately gets attacked by a Guzzlord. Pikachu gets wrecked easily, and before Ash gets smushed by the Guzzlord, Dia and his Zeraora comes out to save the day and escapes with them. Ash learns that in this world, Guzzlord has single-handedly caused the destruction of Alola, and Dia is a remnant of a group called Ultra Rangers that used to protect this area. It's definitely got the post-apocalyptic vibes, which is a pretty rare sight since the Sun and Moon anime started, but Dia is pretty much Trunks from Dragon Ball Z at this point, being the lone warrior fighting against an impossible to defeat foe. Red was also a person that was always alone, training up in Mount Silver, where he eventually becomes so distant to people, he doesn't even talk to his mom via his phone anymore. But back to Dia, Guzzlord has wrecked his home completely, but Dia hasn't given up on saving it yet. Another interesting thing to note is that both Dia and Red's main Pokemon are electric type. Dia is super battle hardened, as he is able to fend off Guzzlord as well as easily defeating Ash and Pikachu in a formal battle, which is also reminiscent of Red, who is a master at Pokemon battles. Sure, they've given us little clues here and there, but where they really make it obvious is when they showed us a flashback of Dia's past. As you can see in his child form, this guy literally dresses like Red with his signature red and white hat, red coat, and blue pants. His hair may be a little different, but that's probably just because he grew up in Alola, whereas Red from the Pokemon games grew up in Kanto. It was a little hard to notice the hat in his adult form as he covers most of it with his goggles, but the flashback really cements the fact that they really wanted to make sure you noticed the similarities between the two characters, or even similarities to Ash. I mean, why else would they go out of their way to give him this signature color palette and similar clothes to one of the most iconic characters from Pokemon? But then you got others who are saying the hair is completely different, it looks nothing like Red's hair, and that there's another character in Pokemon that looks very similar to Dia who is not Dia from the original universe. So maybe this guy isn't an alternate universe Red after all. But this mini arc just started, and maybe we'll get to find out more about Dia as a character as time goes on, so we'll probably just have to wait at this point. But for now, do you think this character is a grown-up version of Red in this universe? Or do you think he's just another Pokemon trainer that dresses like him? As usual, let me know down in the comments below. Anyways, a thumbs up if you liked the video, don't forget to smash that bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.